Welcome, Fade to Black breaking news for this Tuesday, September 16th, 2025. This is all of the news that you need. I'm Jimmy Church. Let's get straight to it. On this day in history, 1620, the Mayflower sails from Plymouth, England, bound for the Americas with 102 passengers. Wow, seems like yesterday. Fate or fact, the word facetiously contains all 5 vowels and a Y in alphabetical order. That is, if you can say it, right? Yeah. All right. Let's get to the breaking news. Crazy. A framework deal has been reached for the ownership of TikTok, and the proud new owner is Larry Ellison and Oracle. However, nothing has been confirmed. This is a big deal. I'll keep you posted. Check this out. I know this is going to sound made up, but it is not. Because a cloud of smoke from 2 pounds of methamphetamine seized by the FBI and incinerated inside a Montana animal shelter sent its workers to the hospital. The incinerator at the shelter is used for animals that are euthanized by the city's Animal Control Division. But every couple of months, local law enforcement or FBI agents use it to burn seized narcotics. Now, most of the staff spent several hours in an oxygen chamber for treatment. I'll leave that right there. The FAA recently hosted a series of public hearings where residents of the area got to weigh in on its upcoming decision to allow Starship to lift off from Cape Canaveral in Florida. Now, during the meeting, members of the American Association for Nude Recreation, nudist, were upset about shutting down their Play Linda Nude Beach, located a few miles away from the launch center. It is also a popular surfing spot. The nudist and the surfer community has put together an online petition to try and stop SpaceX from taking hold of the Play Linda Beach, but I'll keep you posted. But I'm kind of betting on SpaceX to win this one. Yeah. All right. New photos of Comet 3I Atlas taken during last week's total lunar eclipse show that it may be turning bright green as it approaches the halfway point on its journey through our solar system. 3I Atlas is a 7-mile wide object that was first spotted in early July, zooming towards us at more than 130 miles per hour from beyond the orbit of Jupiter. It kind of snuck up on us, and we don't know what it is. Scientists have discovered what's thought to be the oldest known mummies in the world in southeastern China. Mummies dating back 12,000 years. Now, until now, the oldest mummies are about 7,000 years old and were discovered in Peru and Chile. The new study was published yesterday in the journal Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences. This is absolutely incredible. There's other news on this, and I'll keep you posted. NASA satellite imagery has revealed a new island off Alaska's coast that emerged after long-standing glacial ice melted, isolating a small mountain that was once part of the mainland. The new island is about 2 square miles. Check this out. Based on satellite imagery, scientists believe it formed over the last 2 months between July 13th and August 6th, 2025. And it's absolutely amazing. It's crazy. All right. And finally, I'm going to leave you with this. When the Square Kilometer Array Observatory goes online in a few years, it will create one of the biggest data challenges. The SKA Observatory is a global radio telescope project built in the Southern Hemisphere, Australia and South Africa. I'll get to that in a minute. There, Views of our Milky Way are clearest, and the SKA's remote sites limit human-made radio interference. Now, the project spans 2 sites. Approximately 131,000 Christmas tree-shaped antennas in Western Australia and 200 large dish antennas in the Carno region of South Africa. There is so much data to collect and store that Canada had to build a processing center at the University of Victoria. The SKA Observatory will produce around, check this, 600 petabytes of data each year. That amount would take 200 years to download using at-home internet connection of around 100 megabytes per second, which is what you've got. This data volume exceeds by a significant margin even what is produced by the Large Hadron Collider, often considered to be the world's premier big data science project. Initial data from the SKA is expected next year in 2027, with the start of major science operations in 2029. That's right, searching for them aliens. Seriously. There you go. There's all the Fade to Black breaking news that you need for this Tuesday, September 16th, 2025. Fade to Black breaking news is produced by Renee Neumann. I'm Jimmy Church. I want to remind everybody tonight on Fade to Black, Reverend Peter Pangor joins us. He survived death, and tonight he's going to tell us about it. But until then, all I've got is Gobekli Tepe.